Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing a 5-color Kami War deck. This deck basically just tries to get you into Kami War as fast as possible. We also have some synergies like Zur Eternal Schemer that combos with our enchantments like the Kami War, but also Leyline Binding, which, because this is a 5-color deck, usually only costs 1 white mana. On top of the curve, we also have Herd Migration, which can be used late in the game to put down a lot of pressure on the board with 3/3s. But early in the game, it can also be used to discard and find that land drop you need, as well as giving you 3 life, which is very useful. We also run 2 Sphinx of Clear Skies, just a kind of mid to late game threat that can be difficult to deal with the Ward 2. And if it does get in for damage, or if you're able to copy it and essentially give it haste with the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, will let you draw a ton of cards, which is always nice. Archangel of Wrath is a phenomenal card, which I've been really enjoying, which helps us stabilize in the mid-game, and Sarah Paragon is there to essentially let us replay things like Courier Briefcase Zur if it dies, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and our Temporary Lockdown if that ends up in the graveyard for whatever reason. That's a really great late-game card, especially when you can get it down, have mana open, and then play something from your graveyard immediately. It also lets us play lands, so if, say, we use a Boseiju, we can play the Sarah Paragon, play the Boseiju as a land, and then we don't miss our land drop for the turn. Yeah, that's basically the gist of the deck. We go over the deck in much more detail at the end of the video in the post-game deck overview. So if you want to stick around for that, we go over the stats, the synergies, how the matchups went, and some suggested changes that I may have by the end of the playthrough. So that's enough rambling though. Let's get into the games, and I will see you in the video. Alright, we go first. Could go 1-2 Herd Migration, kick this. If we find another land, go into Sphinx. I think we try that. WRECKS. Need blue. I think we're gonna kick this on their turn, so that we can untap with a land if we find it. We have nothing to do with the 1 mana anyway, so these can both go. That's not quite it. Either is that. Okay then. Looks like they missed their land too though, so that's good. Okay. Attacks. We'll take that. I don't think we kill it because I don't want to give them draw. We'll just keep taking 2. Until someone finds a land, I suppose. Just get rid of one of these. Okay. Come on, man. Opponent and myself both having very similar issues here. Find a red source Fable is great, because it can get us out of this. So we'll toss a Absence. Again, I don't want to give them draw, but if they play a land, then yeah, we may reconsider. Let's see. Do we get a land? Celestis, I'll take that. Thank you. Alright, they find a land themselves. We'll draw. Toss a Fable. Draw again. Let's kick this. Oh my goodness, it's a land. Garden on the field. They go announcement. Okay. So I think we just smash Sphinx in here. Oh, come on.
This is my
Really?
home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
What else are you discarding? Kick this. Don't really care about discard right now. Enrica's sacrifice.
Drop it.
Have another Kami War. Ooh. The draw. No attacks. Oh my goodness, a land. Say it ain't so. However, I feel like we're in maintenance mode right now. So let's go here. Get a blocker down. Let's play this onto Enrica. Let's kill Liliana. And then let's drop
Take
Fable.
my zombies and leave.
Take the life gain, toss the garden. So, let's see if they want to exile the Fable, the Leyline Binding, or the Angel here. Emperor -2 on the Angel, it looks like.
Finally, I'm home.
Okay.
My judgment is...
No attacks. Let's discard this. Into a land. Fine. Maybe we hang on to it. Alright, let's drop a Kami War then. What are we exiling here? I kind of feel like it's... this. And we know attack there because I think they go here, get rid of this, exile the Kami War, +1 onto here and attack in. So, we'll just block with the 1/1. If they go that route. No, they go another wedding announcement. Alright. No respect for the Kami War. I see how it is.
Show
Send them both.
how we greet our enemies.
Say 2. Excuse me, sorry I keep clearing my throat. Return this. Discard an underdog. Okay. And now, let's drop another Kami War. Get rid of this. Attack down the Emperor.
Our swords will cross again.
And then let's use this to kill this. We do give them a clue that they can use to exile something, but that takes pretty much their whole turn, since they don't have a lot of mana. I think I'm okay with that. Invoke Despair. Sacrifice a creature, we'll go here. Give them this Kami War. Take 2. Because now... what do I get? Okay. Smash in for 8. Go briefcase. We can heal for 3 life off of this, so that's why I'm hanging on to it. Yep, there's the Oblivion. Okay. Can I sack this? No. Specialist into what? Okay. Let's cycle here. March is nice. Ooh. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get 3 cards back. Let's try to do a Shigeki turn here. We'll decline. Alright, they go announcement. This is fine. Menace, sacrifice another creature, put a +1 on each. Okay. Alright, big Shigeki turn now. And that costs 2. Alright. Yep. One, two, three. Kami War. Sphinx. Kami War. This is very good too. We can stabilize off of this. I think that's the play. Pick twice. We can still copy with the Fable. Kill this and this. If they invoke Despair us, we'll just make a token. Okay. Same as if they do this.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. Off you go.
Okay. They get the boosty. I'm in for 4. That'll let us heal. Don't want to do that. Alright. Now I think we just plop down a Kami War here. We'll exile this because it has Menace. We don't like that. And then We'll save the token. We'll attack here.
Sorry, I'm not interested
End
in
turn.
dying today.
Alright. Ooh. Giving the whole squad a big ol' boost. Goes to 4, huh? Okay. This is 2 mana. So we have to go here, 1-2, exile Kami War, exile this. Then we can make a copy, block one of the tokens. Alright. Worked out well. Let's send you away. Go here. And let's just jam Sphinx. And let's draw some cards. Lots of land, which is fine. I don't care about Boseiju, I'll take this one. Thank you. Alright, we'll end turn. We can kick this now, or if we need it, we'll get the 3 life. Announcement comes down again. I have to say, I do like this deck. And I've been wanting to play with this card. Can they burn me out from here? 9, we go down to 4. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, so they invoke Despair. We give them, probably realistically, the Archangel and this, and we take 2, so we go down to 2. So I think we're okay to not block this. Alright, my turn. Let's kick this, so we can play one of these lands now. These can all go to the bottom. Briefcase, okay. Emperor to exile Reflection.
You started this fight, but I'm going to.
Sure.
You're done.
Could go Sarah Paragon and go Fable, which doesn't seem like a bad play. Let's attack in here first. Kill the Emperor.
Still have much to learn.
Yo, look, Azur. Obviously. So I'm tempted to go Herd Migration here, but see, they hook for 3. We take 1, 2, 3, 4. Could also just play out Zur. And then we'll drop the briefcase as well. That should be enough. They probably want to kill it, If they do, we just play Sierra Paragon next turn, laser, and activate at the same time. Are we bringing this out to block? Last card has to be a removal spell. And then we get punished by a Henrika. Okay. So now we don't have to pay to activate it, we can just get it on the field. "17 cards left in deck. Okay, they go Blitz with the underdog. That's fine. Block here. Alright, so big damage turn here. We go Paragon. We go Zur. We swing 1, 2, 3. Briefcase. We go back to 18, they go down to 9. Ooh, that lockdown though. Big sad for them. Binding, I will take this one. Yeet. Thank you very much. End turn. Nice. I'm going first here. We'll actually keep this because we have the exploration. So we'll go with, I think it's Tower first, and then Headquarters, so that we get the binding for nice and cheap. Cool. Next turn we can kick this, and we'll play out our tapped Headquarters on their turn. Surprise,
Enough
surprise.
with the mysteries. I've come for answers. Drop
Little
it.
do they know, I literally have a million lands, so I can discard all day long. Right. We do have green. We'll go here. Next.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Same. Underdoggy. We're gonna want to exile that probably next turn, but I think for now we just kick this. Okay. Get rid of that. Play this tapped. Army War. Okay. How many times can I kick this? Once. Not great. So we go next. Do we though? I kind of don't want to discard any of this. But I could discard a March, I suppose. Or maybe I'm supposed to discard this. And then if we find another land, we go here, but if we don't hit another land in the ultimate, that's really bad. Let's see if this gets them to minus. Need to keep them off the ultimate for a little bit longer. At least until we get the Kami War down. And then we'll be golden. We also won't block if the underdog attacks.
Regret that.
So hopefully we make them minus here. And we can just exile underdoggy next turn. Surely they minus. Yep. Perfect.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Go here. And we will discard this. Yep.
Drop it.
Alright, Kami time. Could have kept this around to protect it once it flipped, but I kind of plan on just exiling the Liliana anyway. Okay. Attacks go through. We have our own Fable, but definitely Kami time. Alright, we'll draw a card. Puts them down to 3 whole mana.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Which they can make more of with this. If they invoke Despair, we just give them the other underdog. Not a big deal. And no Despair coming our way. We could keep them off mana and return this treasure. We could also return their Reflection, because we have no good way of getting rid of it. Let's do that. Send that back. Discards a land. So we'll go Briefcase into Fable. We won't block with the 1/1, in case they have Liliana ready and waiting. Basically, we're trying to insulate the Kami War from things like Invoke Despair or Liliana -2. Although I guess we could just block with the token, unless they kill it. Alright, they surge. We find their red source anyway, we take 5. That's fine. We want to keep this alive. A block. That's a very good draw. Don't think they will be happy about this. Fine. Kami War numero dos. Get rid of their Fable. No attacks. Invoke Despair here would be probably the worst possible option. Okay. More treasure. Block here. Try to minimize damage. Alright, so we send back a token, obviously. Minimize the damage here. Let's swing in with this. See what they give us. Alright, we'll take that. Create another blocker. And we'll play this land as well. So if they top and invoke Despair, I think that's probably the worst case. Ooh, they can actually hook for 6. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. That is an excellent draw. Saved by this beautiful, beautiful angel. Alright, heal back up. That should be game if they can't clear this. That's not gonna do it. Nice! Let's go. Kami time. We go first. We keep this. Briefcase helps us a little bit with our mana here. Okay, we find a Zur. We'll just go briefcase now. Tap land next turn. Okay. Those just like humans. Alright, we need some of the other colors here. Brutal Cathar, fine. That's cool. These are not the other colors that I'm talking about. So let's drop a binding on their end step. And then reanimate it with Zur. Brilliant. And I think we take the Brute. Yes, I'm sure. They actually run that? Wow. Whatever, that's fine. No thank you. They should have waited until I paid 3 life. But, I mean, that works for me. Okay, they draw, it flips. That is perfect. So we go with Zur here. Let's activate this. Send it in. Back up to 16. Next turn we'll keep our march open. In case we need to exile something like a Brutal Cathar. Well, that's just tasty, isn't it? Phew. Alright, we're back up to 19. They send out a Ledger Shredder. They definitely run Rafine in here somewhere, right? Knife goes off. Everything's gonna get a little boosty from the announcement. Huh? Let's see if they attack in. Nope. We'll send this in and see if we can get a couple of double blocks. Some freebies. I only block with one. Wow. See if they want to flip here. We're up to 25, so not too upset about taking some hits. Alright, they cycle, so we kill that. They do nothing? Another Kami War. Need the land, man. Alright, send in this. They take it? Mad lad. Alright, we're up to 31. Can't believe they play this card. Alright, Adeline comes back out. Yeah. They flipped the Cathar, so we'll just march it. Sure. Alright, they send it all. So, we could march the wedding announcement. Get rid of a Shredder and an adversary. The Cathar flips, they take the Zur. But we can still attack in the air. So I think that is the play. Alright, Cathar flips. Yep. Zurarui? Oh, what do you know? Alright, they give up their Adeline. We'll take that trade, for sure. Now we have another one. Alright. They draw. Do they attack? A hopeful initiate. No, no, no. Okay, get this online. Find a land, it's not the right land. No good trades for them here. So we just send everything. Can't believe we're sitting on 2 Kami Wars this entire time. Feels bad. Nighttime is good for a brutal Cathar move. They tap a land, so they lose. GG. Alrighty. Opponent goes first. We could go Proving Ground, Plains, Briefcase. Coast, kick this. Alright. That's of course assuming the opponent does nothing to mess with that game plan, which seems unlikely. So, is it here, Briefcase, this, kick this, play this next turn? I think so. Yeah, sorry guys, apologies. I know I've been clearing my throat a lot in this video and the last video, but I'm just getting over a little cold. I've also been talking for like, I don't know, almost 2 days consecutively, like recording the videos, so I do apologize for that though. I know it can get annoying and distracting. Soren. Alright, let's give this a kick. Binding good. Shigeki can go. Let's plop down this.
Under my watch.
Under my watch.
You will serve me well.
I think the play is actually just kicking this. I could kick it twice, but that doesn't really do anything. Blow up Soren.
Without me, we're all doomed.
Now we just need a Kami War, and we will be in business. Right? No, we're missing, what are we missing? Nothing, I don't think. Turn around. Na 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 na. Let's attack in here. We'll save this for now. Not too worried about taking 2 for a couple of turns. Okay. What are we missing? So we have red, green, black, white, blue. Right? What else is there? Red, green, black, white, blue. That's everything. Why is this not 1? Oh, because it's land types. I'm an idiot. Alright. See if we can dig up a land here. Or a Kami War. Opponent seems to have counter magic. Let's toss this, and I think we could toss this as well. Find a Fable. So let's hit our land drop here. Discard the migration. Grab the island. So that we get this for 1. And then they probably counter this if we send it out and kick it, so we'll do that. They don't. A little bit of a waste of utility here, but it forces them to get rid of this. Okay, they had a memory deluge the whole time. We're pretty set here with these, so long as they don't get countered. So we'll have to make sure our timing is correct, because the opponent has a full hand pretty much. And I think they play more of a control-y style. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that was Dread Fugue. That's fine with me.
No more distractions. That's nice.
There goes Sacrifice. Beautiful.
Sacrifices
Alright,
must be made.
So, I think we just rip Kami War here. That can go.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Next. Invoke Despair would be bad here. So I think we have to play Fable this turn. Other binding, not good. Limit 0. And they discard. So I think we'll try and get Fable down to insulate against a Invoke Despair. And let's also get another Briefcase down, and then we'll start using them to draw next turn. They could, of course, just play Spot Removal to get rid of the Kami War. So, yeah, we'll be looking for Azur. I don't really know what else they play. I assume they have a Hullbreaker though, so I don't want to discard these to the Fable. Yeah. Yeah, we'll use the briefcases. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Definitely enough for... Yep, there's the Despair. So, this goes. They definitely have Spot Removal, don't they? But this doesn't serve us because we're holding on to these. Okay. Alright, this is all a good anti-Hullbreaker hand. Do they remove this now? Probably. Maybe not. Attacking. Good memory. That's fine. We'll see if we can find Zur or exile it. How rude. Zur or... Sorry. Distracted.
For the sake of all innocent, my will must
Okay. Let's look. Zur or... That works. Yeah, we'll take Celestis first. Then we'll play this. Let this resolve. Pass our turn.
I bring my
Kami War.
army.
Get rid of their Sorin.
What's one more grudge?
Leave mana open. And... no attack. Anyway. Find Zur, or... Do we run Sphinx? Yes. Sphinx. Okay. They attack in. That's fine. Box roll? Oh, baby. You can die. See if they try and save it. Okay. Well, they don't get the clue. So that's fine. Hey, we found Zur. Alright, this goes away, and they're not, and they're fully tapped. Let's go. I don't know why I had a major brain fart when I was saying find Zur over and over again like an idiot. Yeah. Rude. A Leer? No, 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 no. Come on. Goodbye, Kami War, you will be missed. Okay. Jam this. Make him have a hook. They find a hook, they do have enough to clear it. Yeah. Another binding. Let's look for Zur here to close out this game. No Zur, but we found a Sphinx. Alright. Let's attack in with everything. Oh wait. Oh, I was too off. Unfortunate. Let's go another Fable here. Okay. Keep these up in case of another Tox roll. No need to slam Sphinx in case they wipe the board. We want to have another threat ready to go. The hook here would be very good for them. All-Seeing Arbiter. Okay. We're just gonna yoink that. Thank you. They do get draw off of it though. Alright, digging again. Still have plenty of mana open. Actually, no, they don't have enough for a hook to clear the whole board now. Alright, never mind. If they pass here, I think that should be game. I don't know anything at instant speed that saves them from this spot. Just decline this. Alright, we got there. Hello, welcome back to the post-game deck overview. That was Kami Time, the 5-color Kami War deck that I've been playing for a little bit. I've really enjoyed it, actually, and it felt very good. Going over the stats really quickly. In this playthrough, we went 8-2, Platinum 2 to Platinum 1, with an 80% win rate. In this version, which is version 3, we basically just switched around mana a little bit, but in the earlier versions, you can see we took some losses here. We decided to add in a Courier's Briefcase over another Fateful Absence. So we took Fateful Absence down from 3 to 2, and then added in another Briefcase, and the thought process behind that is we're basically just trying to ramp into the Kami War. We're not trying to necessarily be super control heavy. So I think that was the right call. In the current playthrough, lost against Esper control, and then I think this was mono blue tempo. And I think it was just one of those situations where they just play counter spells and buff their 1 mana creature, and then it just beats you down, and it's a very bad time. Other than that, though, it felt actually surprisingly consistent. The standout card, in my opinion, is the Joint Exploration, because it lets you get down the tapped lands without kind of having them tapped. So you can cheat out mana, essentially, and also ramp a little bit, as well as draw and scry. So I think this card is really good, especially for an uncommon. So I would actually recommend crafting this if you're playing a blue-green deck, or even a blue deck that includes something like a Celestis that will allow you to get green mana. The other standout card is, of course, Zur, Eternal Schemer. Probably, it's tied for my favorite card in the entire set with Shieldred, as I continue to go on about in every video. Yeah, but this card in a 2-of, so I think this is the right type of deck for this card to be in, as just kind of not a staple mainstay, but when you draw it, you usually have, say, a Kami War down, or a Fable of the Mirror Breaker down even, and it's just good to have, because it can get you that extra life and really swing the battlefield, because the opponent has to deal with it, or they can't kill your enchantments. And, of course, comboed with Leyline Binding, I mean, this usually just costs 1 mana in this deck, so you can just get something out on their turn, and then you untap, play down Zur, and this can immediately just attack in as a 6/6 with lifelink, hexproof, and death touch. So, extremely good value there. Sphinx, I don't know. I like this card a lot, and I want it to be good. I want it to be like, almost like Dream Trawler, if any of you are familiar with that. It's from an older set, but basically, it's a blue-white card that has lifelink, and when it attacks, you draw a card, and it says whenever you draw a card, it gets +1, and then you can discard a card and make it hexproof, which is just very good. Obviously, this is not that, but I felt like maybe it could kind of slide into the same role where it gives you card advantage. The only problem is, I feel like Ward 2 sometimes, especially with Liliana, like if you play this on an empty board on your side, and then Liliana comes down and just -2s, that just feels bad, right? But that's where the Briefcase comes in too, because it makes the 1/1. So sometimes you'll want to not block with that 1/1 to make it so, like an Invoke Despair, a Liliana, something like that. They try to make you sacrifice a creature. You can just sacrifice the 1/1, and it's a feels good instead of a feels very bad. Herd Migration I also like a lot. I like it for the discard effect as well as the gain 3 life. And then, of course, when you get the creatures down, it's just a tough time for the opponent, because you basically stagger your threats with this deck. So you have the Kami War down, they get rid of it, you play Herd Migration, they have to try and find a way to sweep the board, you play your Zur, and then all of a sudden your leyline bindings that you've been exiling all their stuff with the entire game get animated and attack in. So it's really overwhelming when that happens, I think, for the opponent. And then Archangel of Wrath. I really like this card a lot. And I would consider probably making it a 4 of and maybe cutting down a Sarah Paragon. Because this just gives you really good stabilizing value. It leaves a 3/4 flying lifelink body on the field, and if you kick it, you can take out a Planeswalker, you can take out one of their 4 toughness threats, or you can just hit them in the face for 4 damage, and it can sometimes push you over the edge. So I love this card a lot too. I want to make some more decks with this in it. But yeah, I didn't use Shigeki as much as I thought I would, so this could be a cut as well. But in like the super grindy matchups where they're just countering all your stuff, if you burn them out of counter spells and you have a bunch of open mana and Shigeki, that can really help swing the tide, because I think only Sarah Paragon, nope, not even Sarah Paragon, Zur is the only legendary creature, I believe, in here. So you can get back your Herd Migration, your Kami War, your Sphinx, Sarah Paragon, Archangel, Fable, whatever else with the Shigeki. So yeah, that was the deck. These were the matchups. Obviously you saw them. It's very fun. If you like Kami War, I would suggest trying this build out, if you have the cards, of course. There's definitely room for things to be switched around, so I wouldn't worry too much if you don't have some of them. Again, though, I wouldn't craft anything just yet, because obviously the meta is still shaking out. Some cards, I think, like Archangel, pretty safe in terms of crafting. This, I mean, uncommon, definitely craft that. But I would hold off on things like Sphinx of Clear Skies, just because this is a card that I could see definitely become unplayable depending where the meta goes. Leyline Binding, I think this card is going to be a staple, so I think this is a safe craft in general if you're planning on playing decks that have 5 colors, or even 3 really, because you just splash in a couple of different triomes. But yeah, so that was the deck. This was the deck overview. I hope you guys enjoyed the games. If you did, leave a like down below, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the list in the video, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps out a lot. But yeah, guys, that's it, and I will see you in the next video.